What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy T back with another video. I'm going to react to India's first ever indigenous aircraft carrier. This is one video that came from you guys, so I'm gonna be reacting every time I get the chance. If I get a video from you guys, I'm going to react. So continue giving me suggestions. I'll be sure to react to it. So this is mad, obviously, because not so many countries have these in indigenous aircraft carriers. Let's check it out. Let's see how lit it is. Let's go.
Vikrant World is One is on board an Indian Navy seeking helicopter that's overflying Kochi and headed for the coast.
Okay, in Kochi,
amidst the vast expanse of blue emerges the most stunning piece of Indian engineering. India's first indigenous aircraft carrier, or IAC. Accompanied by a battle group of warships, the 40,000-tonner is being put through its paces off India's western coast.
That looks cool, man. You see the curve, eh?
India has operated aircraft carriers for over 5 decades, but they were all foreign purchases. IAC brings an end to that long wait.
I'm loving the curve. I don't know if
it's a made in India
all of them
and
have
made
that.
For India war machine. This warship features up to 76% indigenous parts and components. IAC-1 will be inducted into the Indian Navy in August 2022 as INS Vikrant.
That's lit. That's very lit.
Just landed on board the indigenous aircraft carrier 1 or IAC-1, which is off the coast of Kochi. It's undergoing its second phase of seagoing trials.
Yeah.
Welcome to the floating airfield. It is the size of 2 football fields. At 40,000 tons, the carrier is nearly 8 times the weight of an average warship.
2 football fields, bro. 2.
The body of the ship, or its hull, has enough steel to erect more than 3 Eiffel Towers. This giant mass of steel is no ordinary feat of engineering.
It is still enough for 3 Eiffel Towers.
Beneath the deck, there's 2,300 compartments of varying sizes.
How is that even a
This
thing,
18-story tall carrier is home
How
to
is that
1,700
even a
crew
thing?
and nearly 30 aircrafts. It's so huge that the Navy says anyone who had spent less than 3 months on board could lose their way.
We are inside the engine control room of the IAC or indigenous aircraft carrier. This is that particular part of the ship that controls the temperature and pressure of the engine, and the entire propulsion of the ship is controlled from here, and also the power generation. We are told that the ship generates enough power. The generator has enough power to power half of the city of Kochi, where the ship is originally built.
24 megawatts of power might seem like a lot, but for a vessel as huge as this, the needs are endless. Air conditioning, generating portable water, lights, communications, radars, sensors, weapon systems, the list goes on and on. With so many power-hungry units on board, it calls for some power management.
This is the main control center, or the distribution center, we can call it in local parlance as a power substation. So all of these equipment we're looking at here are made in India, and all of this sophisticated circuitry is what distributes power to the different systems and subsystems of the IAC-1.
This is definitely a game changer.
The IAC is literally an airbase at sea. It's not just the 24 deck-based fighter planes and a handful of choppers. As a leader of the carrier battle group, the IAC commands and controls all aerial assets, including those of its accompanying warships. And here's how it happens.
The entire air traffic and ops of aircraft, be it the fighter aircraft or be it the helicopters, all of them are handled from this room, which is called the FlyCo or flight control. So from here, the operations of aircraft, their landings, their takeoff, the frequency of doing so, and all of them, not just for the IAC Vikrant, but also for its carrier battle group, will be done from this particular room. In fact, once fully operational, this room will also have a miniature model that will depict all of the data of the aircraft here, so that they can control it visually and they can have an idea of how the aircraft, the multiple aircraft, at least about 30 of them on this vessel, are controlled during takeoff, landing, arming, de-arming, and so on and so forth.
That's lit.
IAC's flight deck is meant to be a hive of activity, just like any airport runway would be.
That's so lit, you know. I don't know.
How
many
have
countries
to simultaneously manage the
have
takeoffs
these
and landings of
similar
warplanes
ones?
and choppers, that too on a moving, tilting airstrip that's barely 200 meters long.
How many countries have the same?
For this, the
like
IAC
this?
has 2 takeoff runways and a single landing strip.
Once fully operational, this deck, this very area will be seeing the landing of MiG-29K fighter aircraft, and besides several variants of choppers that the Navy uses. And there will also be restraining blocks and several other arrestor wires that will be placed on board the ship to enable simultaneous takeoff and landing of aircraft from that very ski jump you see over there.
That is lit.
Typical airport runways are nearly 3,000 meters long. But how does the IAC manage to do the same with barely 200 meters?
We're at the ski jump of the IAC. This is the very spot from where aircrafts, extremely heavy aircrafts that weigh somewhere around 20 tons, fighter aircrafts fully loaded, will be making that jump at very high speeds, and then they'll be taking off.
Fighter aircraft are extremely powerful and complex fighting machines. They travel at speeds that are twice as much the speed of sound. While weapons protect the aircraft from their enemies, the hangar protects them from the harsh elements.
Yeah, this is mad.
Here the
But
aircraft
it's a
can be
game
stored to
changer,
protect
you
them from the harsh weather outside, and also these aircraft can be serviced here.
The IAC will never sail alone, be it during trials or on commissioning. The Carrier Strike Group is a tightly knit flotilla that complements each other's capabilities. Carrier strike groups can undertake wide range of tasks and are a game changer in modern-day air-sea battle.
Currently, there are about 4 ships that are accompanying the IAC, and the sea sortie is going on. This is one of the longest sea sorties because the last one was just a handful of days, but this time it's supposedly longer than a week, and the Vikrant is testing its crucial systems and subsystems for their operational efficiency.
To float and to move are the basic functions of every vessel. But that's just for starters.
This is a game changer for India, man. I gotta say, this is lit. And obviously more is coming, you know, more is coming. And as I've been saying this in all my reactions, that India is just moving in a direction of topping everything. You know, it's gonna be the best in most of the things. And right now, it's increasingly moving towards, you know, their goal of just being number one. We will see this in like 10 years or so, or 5 years. But tell me what you guys think in the comment section. Much love to you guys. Take care. Peace.